All right. Um, Let me just get everything situated really quick. Um, let's see, that's not it. All right. So it looks like we're live on Twitch, live on YouTube, live on TikTok as well. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. If you guys want to, comment about cryptocurrency, please let me know. We're seeing a lot of people on TikTok so far, about 100, 200 people that are on TikTok. So guys, if you could double tap the screen. We're going to be talking about cryptocurrency because the crypto market is not really moving um, in the right direction right now. We're seeing the crypto market down by like 2% today, and I think one coin or one one position, one project is leading the way when it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to investing. So good morning, everybody. Literally just hopped on here, and there's a lot of people showing up on TikTok, so I didn't expect to have any type of energy from the beginning. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I guess must have jumped on like the For You page for a little bit. Good morning, boss. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Mr. P. Thank you for showing up. Good morning from Houston, Texas. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, guys. Good afternoon to some people. Um, Wishing you a nice day. Just bought more Doge. You just bought more Doge now. So like I was saying yesterday, my cost basis for Doge was actually around 25 cents. So if I can decide to buy more Doge, I mean, I can buy more Doge right now if I wanted to, because it's not going to be the end of the world. I'm not even at my cost basis yet. Double tap my screen. And now I got to clean my screen. It doesn't work on a computer. Good luck today, Matt. Well, thank you for showing up, Lunatics Token. I appreciate it. Again, guys, if you want to throw some likes my way before you head out of here on TikTok, feel free to double tap the screen. And yeah. The Fed meeting is at 2, and we will see a little dumpiness. What does that even mean? I'm also developing a cough because of the kids that were sick, and I woke up with a little bit of a cough, and it wasn't like my normal situation. So now I have to deal with that. I like your portfolio. Thank you for saying that. I try to diversify well. I try to go on different exchanges as well. And the way things are growing, especially with how the markets have fallen, I'm able to hold the same amount. While it was different before, and I was, holding a lot more in like Coinbase Pro, now we have some gains that I got from Terra Luna Classic, in that time frame, maybe Ethereum in that time frame. So the great thing about investing, or the best thing you can take in from investing, is trying to maintain your balance, or try to maintain how much you do have invested in a bear market. Because a bear market will really bring the true investor out of you. If you are a good investor, if you are a bad investor, it will bring that investor out of you. A lot of people will lose if the markets fall by 75% and you don't find a way to lose by 75%. I feel like that's a success. If it falls by 75% and you're able to maintain your overall balance somehow, some way, then that is definitely a successful investor right there. So the fact that I was able to gain a little bit more on top of, adding a little bit more to the markets, definitely makes me happy in more of a bear market over the last year. What's up, Matt, with CEX prop? Um, is that on Agora? My CEX proposal? No, it's not on Agora. I probably should um put it there, and maybe that's the case. I don't know how we end up doing that. I think the conversation or the communication with the group or with the community has to flow through Twitter, has to flow through public spaces because these CEXs need to respond publicly. So we're just going to keep pushing forward. It's not on Agora, um, but maybe in the future. I just don't know about it now. I've been focusing on trying to just get CEXs to respond on Twitter. If we can get a couple of CEXs to respond, we'll start to see a trend, and then we can start to push it towards other exchanges. But we need some of the top 20 exchanges. If any one from the top 20 exchanges does it, then we could start seeing progression. And I think the one that will do it will be the first to move or first to commit is probably going to be MEXC. MEXC is one of the top 20 exchanges there. Looking at point like 69% of the volume. So if we can see MEXC that commits and says, look, I'm willing to do the 0.2% burn tax. This is their commitment. I will take their tweet and get them to commit. But we need to get them to commit one by one that they will do the 0.2% burn tax. You know? I'm only going to be going to 8 o'clock today. And then tomorrow is going to be a short day as well. We're going to go from about 6:30 to 7:30 or 7:20. So it it sucks doing that, but going for an hour, sometimes I have to do it, especially if I have to take care of the kids or take the kids to daycare or something like that. You know, Erica has a new schedule, so sometimes she goes to work at 6 and the daycare doesn't open up until 6:30. So that means that when I wake up at 5:30, I could technically go live right away and go from 5:30 to 7:20. But I'm gonna go from about 6 o'clock to about 7:20. But today I'm gonna go until 8. Do you like crypto gaming coins? I do like crypto gaming coins, but I haven't seen many that have been, you know, top coins in their space, right? That have been main movers. Here we go. Um, and another reason why I don't feel like I can go is because of my voice. You know, I feel like that's gonna go quick. Matt, why did you go with the 0.2% instead of 1.2% burn tax? Great idea, by the way. So it really doesn't matter what the tax is. I guess the lower the tax, the better um, the exchange can take it in. Because if you're sitting at a 0.2% tax um, plus whatever fee they have, people can sit on that and they can be happy with something like that. Or CEXs can sit on that and be happy with that. If we go at 1.2%, I think it's definitely possible. But since we have brought the overall tax down to 0.2% on chain, we have to stick with what's on chain and how the community has voted. So it doesn't really make a difference. I mean, it will make a huge difference if we can burn faster with 1.2% versus 0.2% with all the volume. But we need to see all the volume taxed no matter what. I don't care if it's 0.2%. I've done the math, and we could see $200 million end up burning 600 plus billion coins per year, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But at the current rate we're rolling, we're gonna burn like at max 100 billion in a year. I want to burn 6 times that. We need an AAA title battle royale and to implement crypto on there. Are you close to buying more Lunic with the recent price drop? Me? Um, yes. If you're thinking about short term Terra Luna Classic, yes. It's not going to be anything that I'm holding long term when I do buy it, but it's going to be a play to where I just buy the position, put it over in a certain place that's outside of where I'm holding my normal Terra Luna Classic, and then make my swing trades from 0.0002 to 0.0003,000. That's where I'm expecting to make that move. I proposed a prop on Agora. Ed Kim told me he wasn't. Wait. Told me if he wasn't already on Alex's version, that he would have supported mine. That was awesome. Yeah, I did start reading it yesterday. I know you sent me it, and I did start reading it. And I also did watch your video or listen to your video as best as I could with all the moving around of your phone. Also, be careful with that. Not saying that it's like just dangerous, but also YouTube will, if you're driving and recording a video, yeah, usually YouTube doesn't like that, and they will hunt those down. So just be careful with that. Um, I know it's tough to record your thoughts, and you want to be able to multitask and all that stuff, but um, I'm not saying that you won't be safe, because I've done it before. That's the reason why I'm not recording in the car, because YouTube actually takes those videos, demonetizes those videos, and you will purposely get less RPM and CPM um, on those videos. So just be careful with those. But yeah, I was listening to your video and talking about your proposal in this committee. I haven't even given my thoughts at all on the Terror Rebels being paid, anything like that. So I'll have to do that one of these days. Hopefully today. I don't know. Maybe I can review your Agora text on a video. That might be possible. Have you taken a look at Ob's draft proposal on Agora? I haven't. Keep up the good work. You seem to be only one on YouTube to get it. Yeah, I mean, I try. I try. It's not about me just taking control of this. Like, the only thing that I'm trying to do is build utility while also being able to build these burns. We as a community, no offense to anybody that feels like they're not doing enough, we as a community were doing enough. When we were talking about, boycotting Binance, I'm not saying that we have to boycott every exchange. That's not the idea. The idea is just to pressure them and to let them know that we support this in a big way, and that if they decide to just commit, not saying that they're going to do it no matter what, but if they commit to the 0.2% tax, whether it's Binance, KuCoin, or anything like that, we can see all these burns. We can see Terra Luna Classic, have a crazy amount of volume, maybe in Binance or in KuCoin or in all these places. The problem that we're dealing with is that Binance probably has this thought like, look, I have 40% of the volume. 40% of the volume. If I'm doing these burns, I'm burning off 40% of the tax burn. Well, they're still burning off 12%. They're burning off 7%. They're burning off 5%. So even though you're burning off more, everybody's still burning off a certain portion of their coins. So no one should lose in this situation. Um, we just need them all to agree. At least the top 20. If the top 20 agree, then we can get this launched on January 1st, or yeah, January 1st, 2023. I want to see the new year, and we come in strong on this new year. Guys, we have 177 people here. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. Why don't they give Elon Musk 4.6 million to get him to add Lunik as pay coin on Twitter? I don't know if that'll. So, one, I don't think you just give people money. um, but just talking about, I'm sure he'll have different cryptocurrencies on there and anything that could be a form of payment. But I still don't think that that's the massive use case that we're really looking for. Now, if it happens on the classic chain to where people are buying things or paying for whatever service on Twitter on the classic chain, and that's phenomenal. But we will have to see. Hey, Matthew, greetings from Amsterdam. Don't you think all the proposals kind of ruin the Lunik? Sorry, I'm telling you, this cough. We have too many people touching the coin. So I don't think that's the case. We have a lot of different proposals that are going out now. If we have competing proposals, we have to figure out which is the best one and pass those proposals. We can't pass multiple proposals for the same thing. That's the problem. But all the proposals that are being done, they're to help out. I don't think it's a bad situation to see people talk about burning, talk about utility, talk about taking away the scam proposals. There's not too many people that are touching it, but I think there's too many people that are voting on multiple things and voting yes on multiple things. I don't think the validators really know what they want. And any new validators that come on, I think everybody has their own agenda and their own way of looking at it. But if they vote on similar proposals and vote yes on those similar proposals, it's not something that sits well because multiple things can't pass like that. That's like us seeing 3 different proposals for 2% burn tax, 1% burn tax, and a 0.2% burn tax, and we vote yes on all of them. That would be pointless. So that's the only way that it gets in the way. But all the proposals that are being brought up, I think they're necessary. I haven't heard that sound in a while. Probably about major changes you should be aware of, probably before you do a video. How do we even have that? Oh, the chat box. No, it's not chat box. Alert box. Wait, it's off. Yeah, this is off. I don't understand how that's even showing up. Take off the alert box. Thank you, D-Rex Gaming. Thank you for sending that super chat. Appreciate it. Scam in the chat. Go to subs only. Sold. I appreciate the follow. Is it? I don't know how to say your name. And the end of it is one son. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. That is a utility problem solved. I really need to cough. Way too many proposals? I don't think there's way too many proposals. I think there's way too many scam proposals. Call an investment into Twitter. I guess you can call it that, but I don't think that you need to send that much in order to get Lunik as a form of payment. I think Luna can become a form of payment just by simple convincing or um, popularity. Creating some sort of popular post. Whoa, Richard, $50 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Why would they say no in the first place? It's our money. I also think the 14 million or 4 million should break down like this: 50% devs, 10% burn, the rest for development. Um, that's not a bad idea. I think the devs need to be paid, but I think in my opinion, it just needs to be they need to be paid in a form of a salary, not in all one lump sum. And maybe it's a lump sum salary for the year or for the month. I don't know, but I think they should be paid in a salary. Whoever the core members, whoever is doing, I guess, the most, and whoever we believe should be paid. But that's sort of just my opinion. I understand that are people that are sort of behind the scenes that have really launched something. There's some people that were that were putting out things in the beginning that really brought our attention to Terra Luna Classic a little bit more, or a lot of people to Terra Luna Classic. I was in it from the beginning. But you can have, Vegas, you can have Edward Kim and how much he's doing, and so many different people that are doing so much for this Terra Classic community that should be paid, and I think will be paid. I just don't know how. Is Lunic dead? I don't think Lunic is dead. No. We're seeing the entire crypto market actually pull back. So down 2%. Let me actually refresh this. Down about 2%. Dogecoin's down 8% in the last 24 hours. We're seeing Dogecoin around 13 cents. It was up 92%. It's down to 13 cents. It's up 92% in the last 7 days, down about 9% in the last 24 hours. So, Richard, I see where you're coming from, and there's a lot of suggestions on what should happen with the millions of dollars that really should go towards multiple things. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it should. I think all of it should really go towards, or a lot of it should go towards development and understanding what we're going to do with getting, the buy button that's on Terra Station, liquidity on Terra Station. I think Terra Station needs to hold its own liquidity. I understand how you may still not have a lot of volume, but that's a good thing. As we can build up more and more liquidity, that's not a bad option to have. So I think $2 million, and I don't even know how many coins that is. Let me bring this up. This is my cash flow statement. Let me bring this up. $2 million equals that divided by 0.00022. That would be 9 billion. So I don't know if that would be enough to just add liquidity in there, but it would be a good start. If you run out of liquidity, you run out of liquidity, but you have to find a way to add liquidity instead of even doing this option to where we're pulling from Binance. I think we need to find a way to build liquidity on Terra Station. We just need to get the rebels paid ASAP. I do think that's true, because if you get them paid, they work harder. It's just like, you got to show your appreciation. The reason why I left my other job was because of lack of appreciation. I get so much more appreciation here on YouTube, and I left it because of that. So we need to understand that these guys shouldn't have to work for free. And the things that they're doing, is benefiting the community in such a big way. So to say that someone shouldn't get paid is ridiculous. And they could have been those people where it's like, we bought up a lot of Terra Luna Classic and we're building these things to increase the volume, and then they increase the volume and they sell the position right away. That could have been them, but you know what? They believe in the position They're making their moves however they want to make their moves, but if they can get paid by creating, coding and creating new proposals and changing really the mindset of what Terra Luna Classic could be, I think that's a no-brainer. Sorry. Why do we worry about exchange burns when we have the repeg to burn? Um, I just don't necessarily think that that will do as much damage as some people will think. Because the repeg, understand that in order to stay repegged, let's say if you are at that $1 level, right? If you're trying to stay repegged, you need some sort of backing, and that backing could be Bitcoin or whatever they're planning for it to be. But we could see another attack of billions of dollars. Will we have billions of dollars in backup funds in order to do that, or do you think Lunic will be able to save it, or will we have to mint more Lunic because of it? That may be the case in order to keep in order to keep USTC or whatever this new stablecoin is going to be to the level that it is. So it may be something that could burn a lot when in a perfect world, but if it gets attacked again, it's not a perfect world, and I think that's definitely the case. Um, so I don't know that that's the only way that we can do that, or that's the way that we should focus on it. If we can have something standard as a burn tax, a 0.2% burn tax on all transactions, it works. But we need to have it on all transactions. We can't have it on one portion to where people are just going to choose greed over anything, right? They will choose greed over anything when it comes to USTC, when it comes to stable coins. If they're if you're seeing it at $1 and they're like, oh, well, you know what? I can short the market and gain a hell of a lot. Well, people will choose greed. They'll choose greed over anything that they see in the community because they just want to make cash from this. um, where do you see Lunic by the end of next year, given the recent issues and problems? Could you see Edward Kim leaving the development team? So no, I don't think we'll see Edward Kim leaving the development team, and I'll give you the reason why. Not saying that he won't be paid. I think he will be paid for everything that he's done, but in the form of popularity and growth, I think he's not been paid in form of cash, but he's been paid in the form of at least people knowing everything about him, or who, not everything about him, but who he is, and building some sort of large self-worth within the community. I think he has like 50 or 60,000 followers on Twitter, maybe even more than that. So he's built something a lot bigger. Um, and I I feel as though he can gain value out of just the following that he's had, right? But then I think he will be paid. I think people that put forth a lot of effort will be paid for what they do. Um, I hold 10 million and I hope for the best. We need a paid management team to handle the daily activities. The members should be elected and not appointed, like Alex's group um, of 6 + 3. So when they sell big, it'll at least help. What? So Matt, all this bickering at a time that the two dogs are running is killing our momentum. I mean, sort of. I think not just bickering, but the lack of understanding a path. Right? If we don't have a path forward, um, we're not going to see people that continue to invest into this position. Right? So I understand where you're coming from. the two dog coins were running, but Dogecoin was controlling the market, and uh, Lunik wasn't really running as Dogecoin was running, but Shiba Inu was running a little bit as Dogecoin was running. Um, I hope they pay. I hope they pay him so we can continue building. That's true. I think he does a great job, and everybody goes to him as the first option. I go to him as the first option. It's sad to see you used to get over 1,200 views for Lunik, and now you only get 220. Unfortunately, I think the hype is dying down. Honestly, hope for the best, Matt. I'm still holding. So I've studied YouTube for a long time. I understand why that is. Some people don't understand why that is. Um, but one, I'm talking about Dogecoin. Right now, I have my title as Dogecoin and how Dogecoin is really controlling the markets because right now they are. But when it comes to Terra Luna Classic, it's about the I don't know how to put it. It's about, let's say it's like scarcity and information. Um, Terra Luna Classic has new information, new things, new proposals pretty much every single day. There's so much information, so many different things that are coming out that it's not breaking news. It's not brand new news for anything. Um, Everything seems to be, you have like 30 pieces of information. When you have Dogecoin, you have some sort of rumor or some sort of little piece of news that ends up pushing this over the top, and you'll see a crazy amount of movement. Same thing with Shiba Inu. So I don't think Lunik is dead. Yes, it has lost a little bit of popularity, but once you start to see it run, people are going to come back to wondering why it's running, and that's where you're going to see a lot of the hype that comes with Terra Luna Classic. But um, yeah, I mean, it sucks to see that you would get 1,200 concurrent viewers, 2,000 concurrent viewers at one point, and then now you're seeing it drop lower. I disagree about Ed remaining with Terra Rebels. He has already stated he will be taking a break to work on his own projects. With all the internal strife, I don't believe he will go. Give me There's no audio. All right. So had to jump into daddy mode really quick. The Invisible Man. Hope for $100 today. Hope for 100 today. I don't know about that. DJ Trev, you put out an awesome video. I watched it yesterday. He does put out great videos, great content, and you know, good points that he makes in most cases. He's paid by the hour, no problem. I am. Rip off the band-aid and let's buying party. Let the buying party begin. 50 cents and Bull Run. I got the impression Ed Kim wanted to spend a year on Cosmos if he can. Get a sabbatical from his current employer. I hope it hits 0.00023 today. What is it at? It's at 0.0002 or something? Yeah. I guess we'll have to see. Uh, Called it, Harper. Yeah. I had to jump into daddy mode. Guys, guys is only a bad day. Be patient. Yeah, I hear you. Be a full. Wait, please be full 100 today. That would allow a buying party. A full 100 today. What do you mean? Hey, Matt, good morning again. Can you check out LIT, please? And tell me your opinion. Lit. I don't know which one. I would imagine it's the highest market cap. Which one is it? Is it LIT, or is it something else? Let me know. I'll keep it up on the screen. Lillian Finance is building a medical blockchain. So to fall into the doom feeling when it crashes a bit, this has happened before. This will happen again, and the opposite will happen also. True. That is your typical pump and dump. Matt, what will you buy today if you were buying? Um, so I am thinking about buying Dogecoin because I have it at 25 cents of a cost basis. So if I buy more right now, maybe like a couple hundred, it'll allow me to hold a lot more. Now, I don't know what the thought process or where the end goal will be with Dogecoin, but anything can change within a position. So it's going to be interesting to see, and that's why I probably would buy more at this level of, I believe, 13 cents, but it has come back down, which seeing a retracement, I never buy on a green day. So no matter how much the green would have been, I wouldn't have bought it. I didn't buy it at 8 cents. And it may have been a mistake to not buy it at 8 cents because it grew to 16 cents. But I never buy on a green day. And there's a lot of chances or a lot of situations to where it will not move in that direction the same way that it did. I'm happy that it did because people made some money out of it and now they're capturing some rewards. So this position currently you're looking at a 40% of the total supply, which is great to see. 39 million coins that are out there. That's a low amount. 100 million total supply. You're not really seeing a crazy difference between the fully diluted market cap and a market cap. Really just looking at basically double, a little bit over double. We can see $73 million worth of volume, which is definitely good to see. Ranked 397th by market cap. It's at $1.05 right now, and you're seeing it up 18% on the day. That's amazing to see. So it grew from 93 cents all the way up to $1.15. Could have had a decent sized gain there. It has retraced a little bit and started to consolidate a little bit down here. Let's look at the markets. I'm sure it's on a lot of markets. Yeah, it is on a lot of markets. That's good to see. I do want to see if there are any larger holders within this position. You're only seeing 5,787 holders in this. If we look at the top holders, we're seeing a huge open wallet here, another huge open wallet, another huge open wallet. That is a lot of the supply that's in these wallets. Now, I don't know what these are for, but there's no possible reason as to why you would have that unless it's some sort of a foundation or burn wallet. But these are not burn wallets. That is 41% that's in one wallet. That's pretty big. That sort of scares me. Like it could go to being non-existent or very um, having less of a value. I already made profit on lit in the past. Well, that's great if you're making profit. The crazy thing is, even though a position might not be for me, you can make profit from it. Anybody else can make profit from it. And that's what's great about investing in cryptocurrency and all this other stuff is that you can make profit from it. I may not see the opportunity, but it doesn't mean that either of us are wrong because it just depends on when your investment point is, if you're making the right decision on when you buy, when you sell, all of that stuff. Because I don't know why I was thinking only you can prevent forest fires, but basically that's it. I can opt in function to burn staking rewards on Terra Station be implemented. See, I don't like that either. People are saying like, hey, we need to have the option to be able to burn staking rewards. Well, you do. You could take that and you can send it directly to the burn wallet. So you don't need to opt in, you just need to send it. Nobody needs the option to do anything. Because whenever we have the option to do anything, we choose greed over anything. No matter how much you say I don't choose greed, if you take if you take 100 people, there will probably be a single digit percentage that don't choose greed. And you're going to see the majority of people, 90%, 90 plus percent, that choose greed over anything. That's just how the world works. That's how the human race works. We do that. So we can't be given the option to do that. And I think, CZ understood that when he had the opt-in button. You have to opt in to having the 1.2%, but then seeing how many people did want to opt in, it looked like that was going to be a thing. It was going to pass. And if it did pass, he would lose out on a lot of his supply. So that's why he changed it to a 0.1%. Hey, Matt, Claybro mentioned you in one of his videos. Like one of his recent videos. I know he's mentioned me in a couple of videos because I had that like 5966 proposal, but that was all that I saw. So I have to check it out. Is it at least positive? If it's not, I totally understand. Like I'm not a person that harps on anything somebody says that's negative about me. Like I'm okay. Now, if you're attacking my character and what who I am, then that's a different story. But yeah. Thank you for all the info on your videos. Love the channel. Thank you for saying that, Jacob. I appreciate that. Every time people say invest money, you can afford to lose, but let's be honest, no one can actually lose money, right? No one can actually lose money in this position, or you're talking about like people lose money. That's what you're saying. People lose money. Yeah, I don't know what you're getting at there. People do lose money. Yes, Claybro mentioned you um, about getting all the exchanges on board. What was his opinion? Does he feel like that's a great thing to do to get all the exchanges on board? I feel like it's a no-brainer to get all the exchanges on board with this. We should be pushing to them and finding a way to get some sort of exchanges on board. starting with maybe the lower end exchanges, seeing all of them agree, and then Binance is kind of forced to agree. But the point is that none of this gets implemented if the top 20 exchanges do not agree as well. Great live chat. I gotta go get a house ready for auction. I'll be watching your videos today. Thanks so much for your opinions. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for your opinions as well. I really like all of the different suggestions that you have with, like, even something simple as MEXC or Coinin or whoever's doing the burn tax right now, and how we can move liquidity to different places. So I feel as though we need to apply pressure to these exchanges, and some way, somehow, we're going to do that. Whether it's this or having everybody else do it. I don't want to be alone by doing this, but we do see that we have multiple people that believe in what I'm at least saying here. Right? It's not just something that's flying under the radar. We're actually seeing likes and seeing retweets. We just need to see more people with a larger platform that are pushing for exchanges to get on board. Now, I know there's some people that don't agree with me. I believe Classy Crypto doesn't agree with the fact that we should be getting exchanges on board with the 0.2%. He thinks the 0.1% that Binance is doing is enough, and that I shouldn't be asking for them to burn anything else when I'm not asking for them to burn anything else. I'm asking for us to burn something collectively, and we can all agree that we want it to happen, but it's more of like I'm not burning off my own money if you're not burning off your own money. We want to see everybody do it, and then we can see massive burns. Add fraud prevention. Never mind. Not important. Frog protection? No, I said fraud. Frog. Fraud. Yeah, yesterday he talked about all exchanges getting on board. He liked the idea and supports it. Yes. Yes. I appreciate that. Like I I think it's a good idea. And again, not like everybody doesn't have the most perfect idea, and I think anything could be changed. But I think this is something so simple, just like adding a buy button. It's something so simple that could benefit us in such a big way. Um, because yes, on-chain volume would be great if we can buy it on-chain, but people are still going to choose greed. I wanted to put out a tweet, and I'm going to put one out later, asking people where they hold their Terra Luna Classic, and I want to see, and I'm going to put a poll that says like Binance, Terra Station, KuCoin, um, you know, MetaMask, whatever. I just want to have those different levels to see where people hold it, and then just put like other if somebody's holding in another place. So I just want to see if a lot of people are holding on Binance, because what people are doing that I've seen, people buy on Binance and then they hold on Binance, and they don't move it over to Terra Station. They don't do anything there because they know that it'll include the 0.2% burn. I think my multi-Lunic burn NFTs are near complete. I shall keep you apprised. Appeased. I don't know how to say that word. All right. That sounds good. It's great that they burn Lunic, but what is it used for now? So right now we don't really have like a crazy use case for it. However, use cases are being built when it's coming to the form of being able to pay for NFTs right now. And hopefully a form of payment somewhere. But I always think of like investments as the way you should spend your cryptocurrency. If you're spending your cryptocurrency on a Papa John's pizza, it's not a good idea. If you're spending it on real estate, you're spending on NFTs, you're spending on something that appreciates in value, that's a great idea. But use cases will come, and we're trying to build utility as you're burning. So not only are we focusing on burning, we just want to see that standard transaction happen, because as we're going through utility, we don't want to have to implement a burn on that platform or depend on that platform to implement a burn. But what we would want to do is, as the transactions are flowing through on chain, off chain, everything there, then we can see more and more burns that are happening at a standard rate, which is 0.2%. That's why that comes, because as utility is built, we burn more. As more utility is built, we burn more organically. It's a good idea. Even all exchanges just doing 0.2%. Yeah, you can. I'm sorry, classic crypto reminds me of a chipmunk on acid in his videos. I I don't agree with that, because I really don't like to attack people's character at all. Um, but I don't agree with a lot of his or not a lot of his takes, but I don't agree with some of his takes, especially the Binance take, the fact that they are burning enough. That's one thing that I don't agree with. Um, and he's had a couple of videos that he's made about me. I think one or two. One in the beginning where I someone told me about him. I didn't know who he was, and now I know who he is. And he made a video about I think Terra Luna Classic and like the burn plan or how much we could burn, and it's all based on variables and all that stuff. But yeah, there's some things that I don't agree with, but it's okay. You have to have those. You know, you have disagreements. It's okay. You know, it's fine with that. He disagrees with what I think. I disagree with some of the things that he says. Um, and you go on about your day. Now, it all depends on whether the community actually agrees with whatever side, and voting on those things and all that other type of stuff. So um, it's good to see so many people creating content and creating hype for a position like this, and that's what makes me happy. Let's stick with that. Matt, I have 15K. I want to swing trade. What crypto you think would be a good investment, not financial advice? Well, all of it is financial advice then. If I sit here and say, hey, you have 15K, why don't you go ahead and put it in Cardano or Ethereum or anything like that? um, and so if I was looking at a good investment for a swing trade in the next maybe couple of months, I definitely would focus on Cardano is one that I like. Now, again, not financial advice. You make it, you got to do a little bit more research into it and see why. But I really do like Cardano as a great play. Um, I would have said Cosmos if it was at a lower position. I like CRO at these prices. It hasn't really moved too much in whatever bull market we did see. So CRO at those prices are great. Algorand is a good position. I would hold off on Quant because Quant's at $160 and has been kind of retracing a little bit since then. Um, Obviously, Terra Luna Classic is a big selling point. But there's a couple of other ones. There's a lot of other ones. Whether I'm looking at Farmcoin or Gitcoin or whatever, right? I see a lot of different positions. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what to invest in, um, but I can tell you that there's a lot of the top coins that probably have more volume and more potential to run than others that are out there. So good morning from Dallas, Texas. So did you make a proposal, and what number proposal so we can vote? I didn't make a proposal, not yet. And I don't know if there's one that needs to be that's necessary, because it's not about the community saying, "Hey, we want to do this." It's about the exchanges that want it done. And if the community is coming together and saying, "We like this post," we need more and more communication on Twitter. We need to be able to tag them on Twitter. Not saying necessarily boycott them, but let's get everybody on board and let's continue to retweet and create new things here, because it's so much more than just this one tweet, right? We understand that we want Binance, we want Bitforex, we want BTC Turk, we want all of these different platforms to um, adhere to this 0.2% tax. Which I saw your comment. Thank you for watching. I know it was bouncy. Yeah, sneeze, and it's not coming out. There we go. It came out. Happy Caddy Crypto makes some really good points in his videos. He does. He makes really, really good points. Matt, have you bought Dogecoin in the pump? Me, no, and you. Um, so no, I haven't bought um Dogecoin during the pump. I am looking at it to buy it like now because it has had a retracement. I never buy on positive days. If things are running, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not a person that chases it because if you chase it, you lose more often than not. So that's the way that I look at it. We all make videos that are better in wait. We all make videos that are better in videos that aren't so great in and bound to happen. Sorry, but Lunic is a gamble bag for me. Like most that hold it, I hope it reaches $1 again. But in reality, I don't know it would. It won't. Wait, I know it won't. I don't see anything as far as use coming from it. I feel it's dead already. I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. I'm not going to say that, you're wrong because you never know. Anything could happen. Binance or other exchanges could give up on the position. But then you could also see things like Coinbase come and list Terra Luna Classic again. I mean, I put out a tweet recently talking about XRP and how if Coinbase decides to relist XRP, Lunic is right behind them. There's no way in hell that Terra Luna Classic, with all the popularity that it has and how much we've built it as a community, um, you know, that we wouldn't support it or that they wouldn't support it. But yeah, anything is a gamble right now. Anything is a gamble. But the thing is that we have to understand the potential before even seeing any type of burns, and there is a lot of potential before seeing all of those things and how much the community is building up. Now, it looks like some of the community may be scrambling, um, to where we have maybe a couple of proposals that um, kind of, I don't know, fight one another, and they're both being voted on and supported by, basically, we're seeing the community split a little bit. But we'll find a way to bring the connection back. Usually, when things are down, when things are at their lowest, it's difficult for the community to stick together. There's always going to be people that fight on why it's so low. And they're going to say, oh, it's because of the 1.2. It's because of the 0.2% burn. It's because of this proposal, this thing over here. And when in reality, we're just seeing a negative market. And that negative market may turn extremely positive, and then all of those doubts and everything go out the window. So we'll see. We will see. Greed is also very clear in our community. Most will not commit to burn even a percent of their rewards, yet we want CEXs to burn. Lunic is our business. We need to help pay the light bills. So, sort of. When it comes to wanting CEXs to burn, we're not asking for CEXs to burn. We're asking for CEXs to implement a burn tax for us to burn. We are the people that put through the transactions. So if we can put through a transaction that gets taxed at 0.2%, I'm happy with that. Other people may not be happy with it, but they will be happy in the end when they realize that they're gaining so much more money because of the fact that the supply is decreasing, the overall price is actually increasing there. So really, wait, dude, really? Like, dude, really what? It's not CEXs that burn their coins. It will be us who burn a tax on our transactions. Exactly. Even if it gets to 25 cents, millionaires will be made. Exactly. Even if it gets to pennies, millionaires will be made. Will I make millions of dollars? No. I have my spreadsheet somewhere. Let me bring this up and let me open a file. So, like, I have my spreadsheet as well, and if we look at literally a level of 0.008, we're looking at $352,000. Am I happy with $352,000? Yeah. At a penny, that is a $60 billion market cap here. At a tenth of a penny, we're looking at a $6 billion market cap, or almost $7 billion market cap. We can definitely get there. That would be $44,000. I'm comfortable with that. Now, I want to see it grow a lot more than that. But if it only gets to that point, I mean, what are you going to do, right? I think in the end, we will see, further progression when it comes to the price, and people will get tired of it. Sorry, I was away from the mic. And people will get tired of it, as it does get to some of these levels. Maybe it gets to, you know, 80% of a penny and then resists hard. That's a possibility. But I will be taking profit during that time. Will I take massive profit? No. I'm taking 2 million, take $16,000. I'm perfectly fine with that. Turning $40 into $16,000, and I'm sure you're fine with turning 5,000 into whatever thousands of dollars you can get if you end up selling everything. That's fine. This cough is bothering me. There are so many other projects to make money on here at the bottom. Be smart and go with projects that have proven track record for the rebound. You're you're not wrong. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Um, what? I guess I get what you mean. Um, but there are so many different options, and you don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. Last question: heading out the door, Lunic or Lunati to a penny first. Um, so Lunati has the supply to get to a penny first. Um, but Terra Luna Classic has the hype and popularity to get to a penny first. Now that would be a $60 billion market cap versus what $100 million market cap for um, is that 100 million or would it be a billion? It would be $1 billion market cap or close to it. So I would probably say Terra Luna Classic because getting to $1 billion is more difficult than you think. Now, if they burn off their coins and they don't need to get to $1 billion market cap, that could be a possibility as well. But I'm going to go with Terra Luna Classic to get there first. Luna T will have some pretty big pushes. And it depends also how many exchanges they get on, all of that stuff. Matt, we think you make a proposition about Terra Classic to burn the rewards in Terra Station. Well, yeah, I think that's going to come with creating some sort of proposal that says we should burn a certain amount of staked rewards. That's great if we can do that, but I haven't created a proposal yet. One, because it cost 1,000,000 coins to create the proposal, and I want to make sure it's going to pass before we implement something like that, because it's 1,000,000 coins. That could be $1 million, and that would be a sort of a waste of money if I did that. At this point, I'm happy turning 100 into 50. What? Matt, do you think the interest rate up in the announcement today? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even thought about it at all. I've been thinking about just uh, what's happening in front of my face, and I haven't been focused on interest rates at all. Um, but we'll have to see. Maybe people are anticipating something bad, so that's why we're seeing a huge sell off. Check that cough out, Matt. I don't need to check the cough out. I know what it is. Hayden was sick for a week. Um, Erica was sick for probably I don't know, 2 days, 3 days. And then Harper has had an off and on fever for like the past however many days. Today was the first day like she wasn't feverish. Yesterday in the morning she was, but today she wasn't feverish. Blah 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 blah. I'm daydreaming, like spacing out. I do that on occasion. Matt, do you think I read that. Um who has the FOC meeting bag? Um FOMC. Uh it's it's the blunts, don't lie. What's the blunts? What blunts? And what are you talking about? I'm sniping today. Well, let's all try to, but kids are C pools? What does that mean? How much how much Dogecoin will be how much will Dogecoin be worth at the end of November in your opinion? Well, it depends. I mean, right now we have more of a buy the rumor, which could be selling the news. Um, um, which could mean that selling the news is coming. My cough is the blunts. No, it's like a it's not I don't think I'm sick, but I mean, maybe I'm starting. I don't know. I absolutely hate being sick. So anytime I feel any type of tickle or anything in my throat, I'm instantly grabbing these bad boys, which is not a sponsored video. Maybe you can sponsor me, Zycam, because, or, I feel as though I use your product a lot. So sponsor me. They don't need to sponsor me. They just got a free shout out. I mean, it's not like it's millions of viewers, but they just got a free shout out there. Oh, I meant to say cesspool. Mm, got you. Yep, the news will sell for sure. So that's something that I'm worried about with Dogecoin. So I don't really know what the price will be, but I know that the market is sort of following what Dogecoin is doing right now. Because Dogecoin, is down by 8%. You're seeing the entire market really down by, about 1%, almost 1.5%. You have 1.25% right now. So yeah, I'm thinking about making a move into Dogecoin as it is coming back, and that's good for me. At about 13 cents, it's lower than my cost basis. It does have the potential to come back even more, and maybe I should wait for it to pull back a little bit more, because what we're seeing is it climbed. We saw it climb to 15 cents, pull back, consolidated, increases up to about 16 cents. Pulls back and maybe consolidates a little bit more or falls a little bit more. Maybe we'll see this back down to about 10 cents, and then that will indicate more of a buy option, which it's higher than its lowest point, but it is still good to get it on a downward movement rather than seeing that upward momentum. LTC is up 7%. That's good to see. I don't even know where LTC is. There we go. It is up about 6 or almost 7%. It's up to $59. It's great to see. Anything else up a lot? So it looks like ton ton is up by 4%. Basic attention token is up by 6%. But not seeing many things that are up. Waiting for Doge back to 7 cents and then buying 1K worth. So I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't know if it's going to come back down to 7 cents. But seeing things that are falling, seeing Dogecoin falling back, I think I would probably push for a level of like 10 cents. If it does push lower, then that's great. Intake Zycam if I stub my toe. Basically, that's what I do. Yes. Toe stubbed, burn my hand, Zycam. I bought it 55 last night. First multi-chain NFT platform in the world. Mask network up 50%. Matt, have you saw the lottery about Lunic? If yes, can you explain? I haven't seen the lottery. I've heard about it from people in the chat, but I thought lotteries were illegal. Uh, creating your own lottery. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, guys, I have to get out of here. I said I was gonna go till 8, and it's 8:23. Um, I have to deal with some stuff, but Harper's back on track. So, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. We have 350 people here. Should I stay on? Should I stay on right now? I feel like 350 people is like the most we've had in a while. Should we stay on today? If we can get to 300, I don't know if this is possible, but if we can get to 350 likes, then I'll stay on until 9. But if we can't get to 350 likes, I'm gonna get off here. Uh, I just don't know what she's doing up there. Um, so let's get it done. I don't think we can because we only have 275 concurrent viewers. Speaking of lottery, it's above 1 billion on the Powerball. Do I have to play that lottery now? Do I have to go and play that lottery? Because I will go and play it. Matt, please answer the cat who keeps asking about Tectonic. He's wearing you out. I don't think he's wearing me out. I've talked about Tectonic plenty of times. I don't necessarily agree with what Tectonic has to offer. Now I'm afraid of two things with them: dilution, and the top holders. The top holders, we have a lot of, about 76% of the total supply that's in the top holders. It bothers me. No matter how much it's split out into different places or different foundations, it's still meant to be spent, and it's going to be. So, you speak about Vault Inu. No, I can't. So Vault Inu, I guess, that's another one that I'm not a fan of. The fact that you have multiple versions of it, usually V2s, V3s, V4s, V7s, don't really sit well with me. Yes, people have made money from it, and people can continue to make money from it, but it's not a position that I would try and, if it was anything, if I was suggesting anything, I wouldn't sit here and be like, hey, I suggest you buy in Vault Inu. Drop 20 on the lottery. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do that. I always wanted to test out the lottery and the odds, because the odds for the lottery, right? If you think about it, I studied statistics and literally try and figure out the best opportunities or best options for anything here. And even though it is the same percentage, right? So say if you do invest in the lottery, I don't know what the odds of winning the Powerball is. Odds of winning Powerball. The odds of winning the Powerball is 1 in 292 million scenarios, right? That's the odds. But to tell you the truth, the odds get that much better every single week that you play numbers, even though you're spending money. So if you're spending, right, let's talk about this. I'm not trying to get people into gambling at all or getting them into the lottery. But let's say you do have $20 that you invest every single week, which I think you'll end up getting. Is it $10 or $20? $20 that you invest every week to get like five plays. I think that's the case. So if you're spending $20 every week for a year, you're looking at 52 draws, right? Or 52 weeks at where you're spending $1,040 in that year. The odds of you coming out with a win is, or a larger win of like 5 numbers or more, maybe even the jackpot, end up getting better every single week, even though the odds are the same every week. So the odds may be 1 in 292 million, but as a if you don't know, if you go through the last 200, 300 lottery winners or lottery winning numbers, you're not going to see a single same combination that's there. So if you don't see a single same combination that's there in the last 300 or 1,000, you know that the odds get better if you're playing the same numbers every single week. Do you know that? If you played non-winning numbers, they didn't win in the last, maybe 300, 400, 500 draws, your odds are better than someone else that's playing numbers that have already hit. Just because you don't see the same numbers that come up in the last 300 or 500 draws. The statistics, the odds, the probability gets a lot better, leans more towards your favor. However, overall, it's still the same odds, but it does get a little bit better because you know that last week's number is not going to hit. The number before that's not going to hit. The number before that's not going to hit. But if you do, I've done the math on this in statistics, and it's crazy to me to see how even the numbers are, the splits are. What number comes up the most? You don't really see a number that comes up the most. They're all even, which doesn't make sense to me. If it's truly random, you would actually see a certain number that comes up most by being a little bit heavier, slightly heavier. When it comes to a product being made, there is a certain I guess standard deviation away from just normal, right? Where you are, like, say if something weighs, if a ping pong ball weighs, I don't know, a gram, you may see the next one weigh, 1.01 grams. It's a little bit heavier, going to stay at the bottom. You'll see one that's pulled more than others. Maybe they weigh all of this and make sure everything is absolutely perfect. But throughout time, with dents, it will fly differently. There's just so many different variables that play within the lottery. You can close enough to read it, to read the degree behind Matt. What? Even if you got two numbers, you get your money back. Thanks a lot, Matt. I listen to you every day, and we truly appreciate your content. Stay blessed, bro. Well, I appreciate that. Wait, so play the same numbers we pick or random picks? So a lot of times people win off of random picks because majority of people are playing random picks. It's just like how the stock market, they say people make majority of their money, or they're making most of their gains with mutual funds. That's because they're telling you to invest in mutual funds here. So majority of people are investing in mutual funds. So majority of profits are coming from mutual funds. While you actually have some day traders out there that are making a ton of money doing that. So straying away from the norm doesn't mean that you will never win the lottery or make money in the stock market, right? It's about sort of proving them wrong that those statistics don't mean anything. The only thing they mean is that you're pushing your agenda, which is technically making people buy at random numbers rather than play the same numbers. If everyone played the same numbers, we would see more of the same lottery numbers, that we would see a lot more winners, and we wouldn't see billions of dollars that this is getting up to, unless it is rigged. By just standard odds, you would understand that that's definitely a possibility to see more options for a person to win the lottery. So anyways, 18 likes for 350. Oh yeah, we're about to get off here. All right. If you guys want me to stay on until 9, get this to 350 likes. We are 19 away. Odds and statistics are fine, but it's just not the way the universe works. It's true. Not the way the universe works. Matt, sorry. YouTube had a pinch zoom feature on mobile app. You can zoom in close enough to read the degree behind your head. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. I didn't know they had that because I know you have a pinch zoom for like Instagram, but I didn't know you can pinch and zoom on a video. That's cool. It just gave you 3 more likes from my other 3 profiles. All right, I'm a lottery winner of $5. Um, you know what's crazy? The odds of you winning 5 numbers. So the odds of you winning the lottery in general is 1 in 292,000, right? Or 292 million. But the odds of you getting 5 numbers is 1 in 11. I said 292,000, 292 million. Is the odds of getting 5 numbers, which is $1 million, is 1 in 11.6 million. So it's significantly less odds. So if you play the same numbers, the odds that you end up getting 5 numbers, if you play it every single week for 10 years, right, do your chances get better? Your chances do get better, and you may spend in the next 10 years, you multiply $20 by 52 weeks, and then multiply that by 10. You're spending $10,000, $10,400 in the next 10 years on the lottery, which some people may not be able to handle. $10,400 on the lottery. If they make an easier way to play the lottery, that would be great. But then you have the ability to play the same numbers every single week. The odds get a little bit better every single week because your numbers never hit. That means that eventually they will. And unless you're picking like 1 1 1 1, then that's dumb. It's not the best situation, and you can't even do that because numbers are taken up, and you can't have another. Anyways, um, you're spending $10,000 in 10 years on lottery winnings, and maybe you win $1 million out of that. I mean, the profit to loss ratio is huge. Maybe you risk the $10,000, but if you risk $10,000 now or over the next 10 years, and you have a chance to win millions of dollars, I mean, I take that any day of the week as long as you have it. If you don't have it, don't go for it. Oh, we hit 350 likes. Um, Matt, are you familiar with digital bits? I'm not familiar with it. Here's another like. I appreciate it. Real relationship talk with Trev. Since when did this channel turn into a lottery channel? I thought we covered crypto. You missed the memo, I guess. Yeah, just turned into a lottery channel. We talk about winning the lottery and investing your money. That's not a bad shorts video, actually. How much have you won on lottery tickets, Matt? I haven't actually played many lottery tickets. I played for a little bit, and I've probably won. I don't know. I've lost some, but I think I was testing out in when I was taking statistics. That was part of my end project, right? I wanted to test the odds and see what we can gain throughout that semester, and I think I ended up um, losing. I can't remember how much it was. I lost money because I didn't win the lottery, obviously. Um, but it was an eye-opening experience because your odds do get better, but it doesn't mean that you will win over a year, or it doesn't mean that you will win over 2 years. It could take 10 years for you to win. It could take 20 years for you to win. But the point is that when you win, or if you win, um, you end up gaining way more than what you spent. Even if it's 20 years that you spend, it's $20,000 versus the 2 million that you could potentially get, or 1 million that you could potentially get. So I don't know. I haven't made any money on I just don't have a way to consistently buy. Like if I can buy online, if I could buy my tickets online and hold them online, that would be freaking fantastic. But the fact that you have to buy in person, I don't leave the freaking house. And when I do, I don't have just a standard ticket to where I'm going to play the lottery every single week. I don't know. We'll see it. That's what, you know what? Honestly, if I had every intention of making a video on statistics of winning the lottery, the thought about it as soon as I bought my Powerball ticket, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe that's the next. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and see if there's an easy way that I can consistently play the lottery every week at the gas station that's over there near my house. And every week I'm going to have a shorts video talking about um, my lottery numbers and if I won and the statistics behind it. Maybe that's a good idea for a video. Um, you should. Thanks for the lives, Perry AK. Just bought 654 more H bar and 423 XLM. Well, I haven't talked about them, but I appreciate you coming through and getting some form of inspiration and being able to do the research yourself and buying all of that stuff. That's great. How would you look for certain cryptocurrencies when day trading, Matt? So I haven't day traded in the crypto market ever, but if I was looking for cryptocurrencies for day trading, I would probably look for popularity, things that are moving outside the norm, whether it's positive or negative. I would look for them that's moving outside the norm. So sort of Dogecoin. Dogecoin this morning was about nine. It was down 9%, right? And it does fluctuate here based on the 24 hours. But what I would do is look for where it's at, see how it's moving. I would look for, I would go into the candlestick charts, understand, where we're landing with the, let's say 200 EMA and 15 moving average. If I was looking to day trade, so I would, let's go in here. Let's find some indicators, add some indicators. We'll add a simple moving average. We have a simple moving average. MA, moving average. We'll add an EMA. I always like to look at these because these are forms of moving average exponential. And what I will do is adjust those instead of being at a 5 or a 9 for MA. I would probably say 15. That's usually where I hover. And then I would also look at a larger EMA, which usually I look at like 200 over the long term. So for short term, obviously I want to see it pull away from that 15 moving average if I was looking to day trade it. So this movement would be perfect to see this movement down to 12 cents and then capture that, see that run back up to about 13 cents would be a level that I would look for in a lot of my plays. I want to see that stray away from the 15 moving average here. As far as it does pull away from the 15 moving average, that's a good thing that you're seeing within the 1 minute chart. So that's usually what I'm looking for, is anything that pulls away heavily, because when it does, it has a way of coming back to the 15 moving average. Whether, the 15 moving average is coming back to them, you want to set it wherever the 15 moving average is. So if it finds a way to creep back up there, that's where you make your move. And that's where a lot of other people will make their move as well. And you could see that as soon as it got back there, people sold off. Boom. They took their profit. It went back down to a level. Now you see it break down a little bit lower. It's still breaking too low. This is too far, or this is too close of a movement for me to where it looks like it's going to find a way to come back and you'll be able to gain a little bit, but not enough. So you want to find it where it does pull back heavy from the overall 15 moving average whenever you're looking for a day trade. But there's multiple options to day trade. You can look for patterns. I mainly just look for simple candlestick movement and bullish candles. Should I buy Doge now or not? Buying Doge right now wouldn't be horrible, but it also still is way above where it was before. And this is a good retracement. From 16 down to 13 is a good retracement. But you have to be happy with what you buy. If you're buying Dogecoin now to initially buy Dogecoin, you want to get your feet wet. It's not something where you want to go all in right away. You get your feet wet with maybe 25% of what you were willing to invest, and not put 100% in there, because if you put 100% in there, that may not work out for you. Okay, for sure, Matt. Thanks. That's cool. What site is that you're on, that you're using? Great graph. This is Coin Market Cap. If you go over to, they have the price, they have the market cap, and they have candlesticks. You can update all of this stuff with the candlesticks. But then if you also have the ability to use Webull, I think Webull has great charting as well, and you can get the RSI to see if things are oversold or overbought. And you can also do your breakdown with the 15 moving average and the 15 moving average and the 200 EMA here, which if you're not seeing a ton of volume, you're not really going to have a ton of day trading activity. So something like Lunic, you're not seeing a ton of day trading activity. Lunic is actually getting closer and closer to a buy opportunity for me, or buy price. I may buy 1,000 and instantly trade 1,000. $1,000, not 1,000 Lunic. That would be pennies. What are the chances of Lunic gets implemented in Twitter? The chances? Eventually, probably high, depending on the popularity, which I think Elon is 100% aware of popular positions. So chances aren't high, but they're like average. How come none of you guys are talking are covering Dogechain? They just burned 80% of their total supply, and it looks promising. Has 200 billion supply, and has and as of 4 days ago. I don't know. Maybe there's just not a lot of popularity. Maybe there is. Maybe there's not. I mean, you're seeing it down by 14%. 5 billion circulating supply, which is good, but again, I don't know what the total supply actually is. So I don't know. You still see $15.1 million in volume. That's good to see. But I don't know. How new is it? I think I checked this out recently. It was up to like a half of a penny before decreasing down to these lower levels of 0.0003, which you would have seen, a great deal of an increase here from October until now. Even where we are at a tenth of a penny or 20% of a penny, that would be good, a good increase. So it's not horrible. Elon is clueless. It seems to be doing pretty well for a clueless guy. I guess you're right. You know what? She's extremely quiet up there. All right, guys, I have to go. I said I would stay until 9, but I would try and stay until 9. I know that I need to get up there. So, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. You can get all the different updates that we have when it comes to just getting this situated, getting more exchanges that are doing this, that want to do the 0.2%. And we need to list them. I mean, we have this this Word document to where we have one exchange that has said, yes, and we have the link to it. We're going to have the link to every single public tweet or public post about it. These YouTubers are more interested in you liking the video than actually making you money. Not necessarily. I'm interested in a lot of people making money. I love hearing success stories. People have made so much money out of the call from Terra Luna Classic to from where it was, where I invested and they invested, to some of the higher points making money and all of that. So yeah, you got to understand. I know you probably have a bad experience with YouTubers, and I understand. I totally understand. But I'm here to help as much as I possibly can. So whether you believe that or not, I mean, you can take it for what it's worth. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Follow me on Twitter to get updated on all this stuff. And yeah, I'm going to get